The Book of Enoch explained. The Book of Enoch, a sprawling work of over 100 chapters, emerges as a remarkable piece of spin-off literature, stemming from the scant mention of Enoch in the Hebrew Bible. In Genesis, Enoch is briefly noted as one who walked with God and was taken by him. However, this enigmatic departure spurred curiosity among ancient Jews and Christians, leading to the composition of the Book of Enoch. Remarkably, this text was widely revered among early Christians, with even the New Testament referencing it. Notably, the Book of Jude cites Enoch, igniting further interest in this lesser-known figure. However, despite its historical significance, the Book of Enoch has largely faded from modern awareness. The Book of Enoch is not a singular work, but rather a compilation of texts, primarily focusing on one Enoch. This compilation comprises various sections and appendices, revealing themes that suggest later assembly. Dating back possibly to the 4th or 3rd century BCE, the most complete manuscripts are in Ethiopic, a Semitic language akin to Hebrew. Enoch's journey from Aramaic to Greek, and eventually to Ethiopic, underscores its evolution. Fragments found among the Dead Sea Scrolls indicate the text's circulation by the 1st century BCE. Despite variations in manuscripts, its influence persisted, necessitating scholarly translations to navigate discrepancies. One Enoch expands upon cryptic passages from Genesis, particularly concerning divine beings and the Nephilim. Genesis briefly mentions celestial beings mating with humans, giving birth to mighty offspring. Enoch elaborates on this, depicting fallen angels known as the Watchers corrupting humanity with forbidden knowledge and monstrous offspring. The text culminates in divine intervention to rectify the chaos wrought by the Watchers and Nephilim, with Enoch serving as a prophet, warning of impending judgment. Subsequent sections predominantly feature prophecy and visions, characteristic of Jewish apocalypticism. Although foundational for early Jewish and Christian thought, the Book of Enoch's reception varied. Rabbinic Judaism largely rejected its claims, favoring canonical texts and dismissing Enoch's divinity and the angelic rebellion narrative. After Methuselah's death, God waited 7 days before flooding the earth. Methuselah, son of Enoch and grandfather of Noah, lived 969 years, the longest in human history. His wisdom came from living and learning directly from Adam. Some believe Methuselah inherited Adam's and Eve's original clothes and a legendary sword with God's name, which he used to end 900,000 demons that plagued humanity. Genesis 7:4 tells us that God waited 7 days after Methuselah's death to start the flood, a gesture that honored his righteousness. As one of the last righteous men before the flood, Methuselah's death marked a significant moment. Genesis 5:29 says Noah, his grandson, would bring comfort to his generation. Methuselah warned his son Lamech about naming his son Noah after the corrupt generation of the flood. Despite the evil around them, Methuselah remained righteous. Enoch, Methuselah's father, walked faithfully with God and was taken to heaven without dying, a testament to his righteousness. The flood generation was deeply corrupt and sought magical solutions instead of repentance. Methuselah's name symbolized comfort, and he stood against the sinful ways of his time. He taught that true comfort comes from repentance and aligning with God's will. His wisdom and patience were meant to guide humanity back to a righteous path. During the 7 days after Methuselah's death, a divine light called for repentance, though the flood generation ignored it. According to Jewish tradition, Methuselah is one of the 7 shepherds who continue to lead and influence Israel through history. The 7 shepherds, including Adam, Seth, Methuselah, King David, Abraham, Jacob, and Moses, are revered as both biological and spiritual leaders of Israel. They symbolize guiding and sustaining the soul's mental powers. According to Jewish tradition, after Cain murdered Abel, Adam and Eve lived apart for 130 years. During this time, Adam fathered demons with Lilith. Methuselah, empowered by God, used his sword to bring down 900,000 demons, forcing the rest to hide. The sword was passed down to Noah, then Abraham, who used it in wars against giants, and subsequently to Isaac, Esau, and Jacob. Its fate after Jacob remains unknown.